Hey everyone, I'm Molly and welcome to your practice. Today we'll take 20 minutes to find some grounding movement, some nice spinal stretches, and just a soft flow to hopefully help you feel present. So that being said, set up your space for a minute, grab whatever props you need. I like to use my room spray, but a candle or some music would be nice to just start your practice in a present and grounded space. And for our first posture, we're gonna find a comfortable seat. So you can sit with your legs crossed or sit on your heels or use a prop. Take a moment to find your seat and feel your body settling down and in. Eventually roll your shoulders up and back and down and close your eyes. Feel your breath softly move in and out through your nose, filling up your ribs and your belly and your back. And soften, let it out. You can start to slide your hands along your thighs and really anywhere where you can make contact with your body. You could also tap or kind of rub, whatever feels good. Tactile activation and sensation. Kind of feeling the borders of you, waking up, centering yourself in your body here. You could cup. Just a couple more breaths on your belly and your arms. And then if you haven't, you can come up to your neck and your face and your ears and your skull. And then release. Find a child's pose. Eyes can stay closed. Bring your knees out wide. And then sit your hips back. Walk your hands forward and rest your forehead down. Feeling supported by the earth, feeling a lot of points of contact. The ground meeting you so you can rest your bones heavy. Widening through the back of the ribs. Walk your fingertips underneath your shoulders. Tent out your palms so they lift. Elbows point up, and then a couple rounds of oscillating child's pose. You push down through the fingertips and lift up through the back of the heart. Let that unravel your spine as you roll your heart forward. Untuck your chin. This is an in-breath, and then exhale, bend your elbows, drip your heart back down. And then rolling out the spine a few times, let it undulate forward like a wave. And then exhale, roll back down. Option to close your eyes, feel into any natural and organic movements that come up. And then one more in-breath. Exhale, remove your prop if you're using it still, and then walk your hands forward and your belly down so you lay on your belly. Rest your forehead or one of your cheeks on the backs of your palms. And then bend your knees, take a few windshield wipers, dropping feet right and left. Soft through the belly and releasing the low back. Switch which cheek you're laying on. A couple more full breaths. And then release any rocking movements. Stretch your legs long again. And then right elbow cactuses out to the right side, so bent at 90 degrees. And then roll onto your right hip by pushing through your left palm and bending both knees. Left stacked on top of right. Feeling maybe a nice stretch on the right chest and shoulder. A little bit of a twist through the spine. And then legs straighten back out, push through your right palm and put your right elbow right underneath your shoulder. Side sphinx. This time let your right rib cage expand. It's a lot of rights and lefts. Spreading through the right gill. Side body stretch. And roll back onto your belly. Cactus your left elbow out to the side. And then twist, stacking right knee on top of left. Breathing into the left chest and shoulder. And then straighten your legs back out, prop on your left elbow, and open up the left rib cage. Feeling length from your left hip bone all the way up to the armpit. Doing whatever you want with your head and neck, just letting it feel good. And come back through center, push through your palms, and come to sit on your heels. We're gonna find kind of a toe stand squat variation. So bring your knees out wide and then lift them from the mat. Come onto the balls of your feet. You can drop down onto your heels, or you could come into full toe stand. I'm gonna take something in between, and then if you want, you can place your fingertips in front of you and feel more point of contact with the mat for a nice grounding class. Take an inhale to pull your fingertips back and reach your heart forward. And exhale, drop your knees to the mat, using your hands for support. Inhale, reach your way up into a tall kneeling, shoulder stack on top of pelvis. Maybe your hands to the low back and engage your glutes and press your hips forward. Camel prep. And exhale, fingertips to mat. Push back into your toe stand squat combo. This time drop your heels to the mat at the end of your exhale and let your head hang heavy. Bend your knees as much as you'd like. On this first round, just shake it out a little bit. Sway from side to side. Good, and then next exhale, ground down through both feet. Inhale, press down. Lift up one spinal segment at a time, circle chair, stacking. Eventually, the neck and the head rolls back. Open up your heart. Exhale, fold back down, hinge at the hips, and release. Fingertips to mat. Take your toe stand squat. Inhale, heart stretches forward. Knees are wide. Exhale, slide your hands forward. Lower your knees to the mat. One movement into the next. Drive your hips up, tall kneeling. Hands to sacrum, shoulders open. And then sit hips to heels. Exhale, fingertips to mat. Forward fold. Circle chair, 1 breath per movement. Inhale, roll and rise up. And exhale to fold back down. Fingertips land. Inhale, toe squat. Exhale, fingertips slide forward, knees to mat. One more time. Inhale to roll up into your camel prep. Unfurling through the chest. And forward fold. Roll up, circle chair, breathe in. At the top of your mat, turn your toes out, your heels in, hands to thighs. So kind of between a squat and a goddess pose, and then just take a couple drops of your shoulders in towards the center, twisting through the upper back. And come to stand on your right foot. It can still stay angled out to the side. Step your left leg back behind you diagonally. Inhale to reach up through your arms, little micro bend in the right knee. And exhale, standing curtsy. Stretch over to the right side. Another in-breath. Curl your heart up. And exhale, find your squat again. Hands to thighs, twisting and dropping your shoulder. Couple breaths here. All right, stand on your left foot. Inhale, micro bend in the left knee, and then stretch your right toes diagonally behind you. Inhale, sweep arms overhead. And exhale, side stretch over to the left. Breathe. And back through center. Lower down into your squat. And then knees to mat. Last camel option, you can take the camel prep we've been doing, or we'll move through either a circle camel or a circle kneeling virasana. So if you want to sit your hips to your heels, great. And we'll just sweep our arms from side to side. If you'd like, on your inhale, you could press your hips forward as your right hand reaches to your right heel and your left arm stretches up and back. So that hip extension. You could also take circle camel by keeping your hips lifted the whole time and then sweep over to the left. So lots of options. Give yourself a few rounds to move from side to side, letting it feel good. Planting your fingertips behind you and finding some opening on the front and sides of the body. Maybe some activation through the posterior chain. And one more on each side. Eventually, coming to a seat, taking your time to get there if you need to finish up, if you want to explore anything else. And then let's find a butterfly seat. So knees out wide, soles of the feet touch in the center. And bring your fingertips, your palms back behind you for support. We're gonna take some windshield wipers. So roll onto your right hip, stack your left knee on top of your right, open through the chest, and then knees drop over to the left. Rolling from hip to hip. Breathing up and down the length of the spine. Next time your knees drop to the right, let them stay there and then fold down. So walking the forearms forward a little bit and lowering down onto them. Maybe feeling a hip stretch, maybe the right lower back. Nice little twist through the spine. We'll stay here 2 more breaths. Push through your right palm, lift back up. Knees drop over to the other side. And stay there as you walk down onto your forearms and your elbows. Softening through the skin, finding a lot of space in the body. Lift back up. Find your butterfly. This time bring your hands to your ankles. Couple rounds of cat-cow. Inhale to arch through the spine and lift your heart up. Dropping your head back. And your exhale finds the curl and the rounding in. Couple rounds on your own. Final feel-good movement in the spine, which is always nice. See what you need here. One more inhale to open. And exhale, take a fold. Really gentle. Close your eyes down. Let yourself ground and settle here. Release any unnecessary tension or holding. And this will be our final resting pose. You can stay here as long as you'd like. If you want to transition to a little bit of breath work, you can lift up and find a comfortable seat. I'm going to use a bolster. Anyway, like we started class, or you can do something different. And keep your eyes closed if you can. Eventually coming to stillness. A breath to land, see how it feels in this more upright posture. Expanding in all directions. And then we'll do a simple breath count of inhale for 3, pause for just a count at the top. Exhale for 3 and pause for 1. This is in and out of the nose, soft, slow breaths, and we'll begin together. Seal your lips, inhale for 3, 2, 1, hold. Exhale, 3, 2, 1, hold. Inhale for 3. Pause. Exhale for 3. Pause. Inhale, 3. Stay for 1. Exhale for 3. And stay for 1. Continue on your own through a couple cycles. A chance to be present and feel your breath in your body. One more cycle. And then release the count. Return to your natural rhythm. Or maybe let out a sigh if that feels good. We'll take one final breath together, palms to center. Exhale, bow forward, namaste. A moment of gratitude for your body and for this practice, a little bit of space and movement. If you need to stay in silence for longer, please do. Please sit here in meditation. If you're ready, you can start to slide your hands along your body, feeling your shape again, and then maybe fluttering the eyes open. If you need to take any final stretches that would help you feel good, that is also an option. But thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time.